Ice Cube, he went on a while ago. He went on like a run, a promo run, or like just a media run, talking about his Big 3 league and how it's been kind of shadow banned or blackballed from being talked about in the NBA. So with that run, of course, got a lot of people's attention, and it got even the U.S. government's attention. So let's go over the article and see exactly what's going on. Ice Cube's allegation that the NBA have been trying to destroy his Big 3 basketball league have spawned an investigation by the U.S. government. According to TMZ, the Department of Justice quietly launched an investigation months ago over claims that the NBA attempted to stifle Cube's 3-on-3 league, violating antitrust laws. The West Coast rap legend has long blown the whistle regarding the National Basketball Association's alleged efforts to slow the progress of Big 3. His claims include that the NBA discouraging potential sponsors and television networks from partnering with his burgeoning brand. Big 3 officials also believe that the NBA has targeted them unfairly and pressured owners not to invest in their league. Cube further believes that the NBA has implemented rules disallowing their current players from participating in Big 3 games, despite them being free to play in other off-season competitions like the Drew League. Even referees have been caught in the crossfire as they allegedly haven't been able to double dip in the NBA and Big 3, which operate on different schedules. Ice Cube and Big 3 co-owner Jeff Kowitznets reportedly met with the DOJ earlier this year, and the NBA could be facing a hefty fine if found in violation of the antitrust laws. NBA spokesperson Mike Bass denied all allegations levied against the league in a statement to TMZ. He said these claims are not true. We have been supportive of the Big 3 since its inception, but we declined to invest. Okay. Q pushed back, claiming they never asked for the NBA to invest in the league. He said, correction, Big 3 never asked the NBA to invest. We just want them to stop pressuring individuals and corporations not to invest in the Big 3. They must be stopped, he wrote on the platform X, a.k.a. Twitter. So, yeah, he's been on Joe Rogan and all kinds of media runs talking about this. And hey, if they're doing it, man, that's wrong. You can't, bigger companies can't just stifle smaller companies like this. It's basically a monopoly at that point, and monopolies are not legal in America, quote unquote, because I feel like there are some monopolies in America, but it just depends on who pays them the most and stuff like that. But they're investigating, and it is messed up, man. The Big 3 is a bunch of retired NBA players playing 3-on-3 in a different league, different schedules, like Cube said. So it's not like he's like, affecting the NBA's viewership and stuff. And I think it's cool, man. I think it gives retired NBA players still some income, because a lot of retired NBA players, unfortunately, didn't invest their money right. They didn't have the proper knowledge when it came to money management. And this gives them a chance to not make the same amount of money as the NBA, but, make some type of income still for what they do. Now, they're not going to be playing at this high level. It's, of course, a lot older people, but it's still, at the end of the day, NBA players. It's like if LeBron were to retire, what age is he right now? 38, about to be 39. Let's say retires at like 41, and LeBron decides, hey, for 42, 43, 44 years old, maybe even 45 years old, I can still play NBA. I can still play at a high level, but I just can't play the gruesome NBA schedule, which is 82 games and, constant traveling and then all that, because that's usually what affects older players, is the gruesome schedule, is the back-to-back games, is the constant traveling, all that stuff. And, this gives a chance for older players to be like, hey, I can still make some income, still do my thing in basketball and get people to watch. And I don't know how successful the Big 3 has been. I personally have never watched it, but I'm sure as time goes on, Ice Cube's got something that's going to be probably going to make him a billionaire, because starting a own league is like no joke, man. At that point, you're going to reach billionaire status fairly quickly. So, yeah, we'll keep our eye on this and see what the investigation comes out to, if the NBA was actually doing stuff, because that's messed up. To be stopping sponsorship deals, television deals, and Ice Cube at one point even said that NBA players couldn't speak about the Big 3 at all in any interview, whether post-game, whether pre-game, anything. When they're in the NBA, they can't speak on it, which I get, because it's kind of competition. But at the end of the day, it's not competition. You're dealing with retired players, versus active players that are young, and stuff like that. So, speaking of the NBA, came back yesterday in the Lakers loss to the Nuggets, which is unfortunate. We're already starting off bad, but fuck it. We're going to ride this depression train for the next, fucking 8 months, whatever it is, till April. So hopefully we don't get depressed too much, Laker fans, Laker Nation. But yeah, LeBron James is GOAT. I'm just going to reiterate that. All right, we'll keep our eye on this and see what happens.